potential. Just saying. Han just came in, blasting his father-in-law away with his blaster. No problem. Darth Maul, because I'm pretty sure he's got some dope-ass stories. And Kenobi, because you always need family tension at a dinner.
Ooh, that is a nice choice. Garrison?
I'm all keen for having Darth Vader there at the head of the table, but he wouldn't really be able to eat much, so I'd feel kind of bad. He'd just be sitting like it just
everybody's
God,
eating.
so
he's
sad.
sitting there like, yeah.
Yeah, he's just sitting there like, all right. Well,
how is it?
Enjoy it, I guess. Yeah. Definitely Obi-Wan. Yoda as an old guy, so he's just playing with his food, whacking people, and just like, yeah. Yoda as an old guy.
Yeah,
like
he's
the old Yoda.
you in the background, like you bastard. Okay, I gotta say something real fast. Did anybody else think in Mandalorian, the last episode of season 2, when he looks down at Grogu, he thought, "Ah, shit, another one." Great. That was my immediate thought when he like looked down to look at him. I was like, "Yo, R2's probably talking some mad shit about this little one right now."
Good morning to you, Rural Fanboy. And if you missed this morning's Hothbreaker, we are asking which Star Wars characters would you invite to a dinner party? Me personally, I would have Rey, Leia, Padme, Maz. I want like an all-female round table.
I take it back. No, keep going, but I have new people. Go ahead.
Hold on. If I was gonna have Maz, I'd have to have Chewie because I'd want to see her reaction to Chewie sitting at the table. Where's that Wookiee? You know,
you could play a little bit of matchmaking.
I want Darth Vader, Din Djarin, like the Mando, and Plo Koon, because none of them could take their masks off, so now it's all my food. But I'll just be sitting there, and I got all this food for myself. That was genius, dude. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
That's pretty smart. But I would have an all-female round table. That would be. I want to hear the women get into it. I want to hear the women talk. Like that'd be so cool. Also, exceptional taste in wine and food.
What would you ask Padme?
Yeah.
I would mostly ask her about her life as like a young queen, because she was a child and we don't particularly know that much about how it feels to be crowned queen at like age 9 and be in charge of an entire like city.
I mean, that's not what I would ask.
And I'm gonna do this, you guys can make fun of me, but in the book it doesn't even get into that either.
I would also ask, is Anakin good in bed? But that's that's for a little bit later on.
I'm not even gay, but I'd be like, how like what are the signs?
Does the mechanical arm bug you?
He's got some major big dick energy.
I agree 100%.
Well, when you walk around the temple and everybody's whispering the chosen one, you have to have some big dick energy. Come on.
Yeah, it would take about sort of like 4 glasses of wine, but I would sit next to her and be like, "Babe, tell me everything."
Yeah, you're like,
oh my god, tell me, give me the details.
Yeah, and she'd be like, she'd look at you, she'd be like, "They do call him the chosen one for a reason."
My question would be like, yo, how's the mechanical hand feel when you guys go to bed? Like, does it throw you off and you think 3PO's in bed, or what's going on?
I would like to preface that this is not a family-friendly conversation.
Hell no, we're not a family-friendly podcast.
Yikes!
Anybody that asks me, "Hey, what's your podcast about?" I'm like, "It's Star Wars." Oh, that's cool. I can have my kids watch it. I'm like, fucking don't. I mean, unless if you don't care what they watch, fucking don't. Well, why? Because we're fun. We get into some jizz band. What's the jizz band? Look it up. Put Star Wars first. Don't just put jizz band. Put Star Wars first.
Yeah, I don't recommend Googling that by itself.
No, you got to put Star Wars in the front of it. Girlfriend found out.
So, as we're on an absolute wild start today, I'm going to steal the microphone for a second, and I want to take a quick second to shout out to my friends and fellow cosplayers who are attending MCM Birmingham this weekend. I am gutted that I can't be with you, but I hope everyone has an incredible time. And to all of the fans who've gotten to meet Hayden today and tomorrow, my jealousy knows no bounds. So
Seriously.
unfair.
Yeah, go pound sand.
Oh my god! Yeah, go Go and punch some sand. No.
And if any of you do actually find out how good he is in bed, please let Charlie know. She's curious.
Stop. Don't make this like you were the one who thought it. I just said it out loud.
But no, like, okay, and if you were to ask Leia questions, I'm gonna go back into this. What would you ask Leia? Like,
Exactly
are you gonna ask the same thing? The same thing?
Yeah, and you'd be disappointed.
He's all talk. He's all talk. I don't even know how he had Ben. He's all talk.
I mean, they did leave, like they did separate for a reason, so maybe that was it.
I could have swore they separated because their child went to the damn dark side, but that's just me.
Kyle's back.
Oh, no, not quite.
We can't hear him.
I know he can hear us.
I wonder what would you ask Ray?
Me or Garrison? I'll go
generally.
first.
What got in your goddamn mind to make you think that you were a Skywalker?
So saw that coming through.
Oh my god!
I would be like, "Are you sure your last name is Skywalker?" Like,
leave her alone. Leave her alone.
Boy, have you lost your mind? Because I'll help you find it.
I would have been like, "Hey, how about this? How about we really get a deep dive into your family ancestry? Maybe you might be a fucking Kenobi. That would be a better option." I would hate to see you be a Skywalker.
In the beginning, you know.
I was hoping. Same. Maybe. Just maybe. And then they're like, Skywalker at the end of it. I was like, who the fuck told you that? Who gave you that idea? Because you're an idiot.
I am not going to start this whole debate about how Star Wars is based around the concept of found family, because once you start me, I'm not going to stop.
But
obviously,
I believe found family is a thing, but she found Han Solo. She could have been a damn Solo.
Yeah, but then she would have been related to Ben, and then their kissing would have been even weirder than it already was.
Really? We saw Leia and Luke kiss.
It was already pretty weird. You couldn't get it worse.
I'll be honest, if you read the novelizations, it does get it's a bit steamy. It's way more detailed than it is in the movies. Obviously, there's like some kind of writer's liberty, but
there's some wandering hands.
There's some wandering thoughts, Garrison. Some wandering thoughts.
I agree with what Garrison has stated in the past. They have so much potential, but screwed it so bad. Her character in itself, great. The story could have been a lot better. Like, the fact that they didn't reunite Han, Leia, and Luke in just one fucking scene. Didn't matter how long it was. It could have just been one scene. So much missed potential there. It didn't even have to be in the Falcon. It could have just been in the middle of a field or anywhere else.
Rural Fanboy says that he wouldn't have a dinner party. It'd be a campfire with a platoon of stormtroopers. That's nice.
Yeah, and he'd say something, and they try to shoot him, they completely miss. It'd just be great.
Literally shooting the shit with some stormtroopers. I'd love that.
I'd want the 2 stormtroopers from the Mandalorian that was sitting there on the Vader bike.
Yes.
I would want a conversation with those 2.
I cannot explain how delighted I was for that scene, to actually see some like personality and some brilliant. So this week we saw, firstly, my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Charlie.
Thank you. Secondly, we had Disney Plus Day, and we were supposed to be getting a Kenobi trailer, and we didn't. Instead, we got a sizzle reel for ObiWan Kenobi, which I did really enjoy. It was nice to see Ewan McGregor speaking. And we also got a really lovely sort of short documentary about Boba Fett, which we will talk about later. But I want to know why we didn't get a trailer. How did you guys feel about that?
They lied to us. We've all been betrayed.
To us.
O'Shea Jackson. O'Shea. I can't say his name properly. Ice Cube's kid. He's in the damn show. He even tweeted about it and said, I've been waiting for the Kenobi trailer and I'm in the damn thing. Like, the fact that he said that says a lot. Like, somebody screwed up somewhere and they're kind of like, well, it's a little late now. No, it's not. Drop it the next day. I don't care.
To be
Save
fair,
us.
it's a while till the Kenobi trailer comes out. So I mean, maybe it's a little unfair of us to expect it so soon, just because it doesn't come out till next year. So like I kind of understand from that point, but on the other point, there was just so much expectation, and then not to have it is kind of a huge letdown.
Mm.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Hey!
Yeah!
There he is.
There we go. All right. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. It just went somewhere left field for some reason. I
You
don't
gotta
know. They
ask him
just-
the question, Charlie.
Yeah, I have. Carl, I'm going to take a rewind to the beginning of the show. Which Star
Okay.
Wars characters would you invite to a dinner party?
Which Star Wars characters would I invite to a dinner party?
Mhm.
Viciant,
Yep, I saw that one.
Revan, and Bane.
Ooh.
I called it, didn't
I
I?
mean,
not?
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
had a
that
guess.
is not
but-
coming. But how much you talk about Bane and Revan,
He's a
I saw
predictable
those
king.
two.
I would like really want to see like Revan and Bane try to beat the Emperor, the true Emperor. That I think that would be a good battle. So
I think
get
they
up.
take him.
I don't think so. That dude just
You don't
Yeah,
think so?
I don't
Revan
think so.
almost did by himself.
Just
man.
imagine having somebody with almost the same potential as Revan, helping Revan in that situation.
Okay, now if you was talking about now, my thing would be funny is sitting down and having the three of them have a conversation at the table and not me getting to listen to the conversation. The dark side is better. Revan's like, I use both of them. Y'all both suck. You know? I just think that would be an awesome thing. I think that would be one of those conversations that would just be like, I can't wait to see what happens. This is going to be very entertaining. Oh no, and I'd have to add somebody. I would want to add Vader in there. Yeah, Vader could be there.
Yeah, Vader's been pretty consistent across people's answers.
Yeah, Vader center. Just because
He's definitely
I don't
fine.
know. Every time you think about dinner in Star Wars, the Han
Yeah.
Solo
Thank
scene
you. I
popped
said
up
it.
in your
I
head.
said that.
Man
That's
never got to eat
awesome.
anything.
He just started shooting. My thing is still is like this. Raider was kind of dope because he was just blocking the blaster bolts with his hand. He didn't even use the force or anything. He just like blah blah whatever, dude, and it just that was kind of dope. I have to say that was a pretty dope thing.
Thank
I'm
you
having to
so
just
so
go
much
have
for your
more food for
answer.
myself.
I think that was one of the best parts of that whole movie. Just could you imagine? Just the door opens and you're thinking about you about to get some good food. You're hungry. You've been on the run from the Empire. And you open the door to Vader. Like, damn, it's your dad.
He's
Oh shit, man, it's your dad.
Older.
Yeah, I think that would be that would definitely be a
Can't change my answer.
Yes, you can change your answer.
The invitations have already been sent out. It's too late.
Right? Jango Fett,
Mm.
Bo-Katan,
Ooh.
Boba Fett,
Ooh.
and Pre
How many do we get?
I mean, it's however many one would invite to a dinner party. It varies from person to person. I don't want to put too many restrictions.
I want to invite all the sexy women that's in Star Wars.
Yeah, there we
Every
go.
sexy woman in Star Wars. That's all I need. I don't need
The
anything
entirety of the Twi'lek bathhouse
else. Yes,
in your
yes.
house.
That's it. That's all I need there.
And they're not even going to be at the table. They're going to be like, there's no tub here.
We don't even need tables. We just get stripper poles and just and platforms. I'll eat while they do what they do.
Jabba ruled in fear. I ruled with stripper poles. Oh,
So
Yeah.
before you joined us, Carl, we were taking a moment to have a little whinge about the fact we didn't get an ObiWan Kenobi trailer. But both Rural Fanboy and Nick did point out in the comments that it's only been in post-production for about 6 weeks, which really isn't enough time to make any sort of trailer. I don't even think a teaser. So I think maybe we were being a little too hopeful.
Well, it all depends on your editor. If you got a real good editor, he can run through there. He'll grab out some good clips and he can throw something together. If he's a good editor, the problem
Sure.
is that you face when you're dealing with a lot of different people. well, they like this, and then you get the crunch time, and it becomes a very big issue because everybody wants different things in the trailer. And then you have whatever the producers and the directors and everybody's going through and saying, "Oh, we should put this in there." And then next thing you know, it's supposed to drop, and it's not dropping because you haven't came up with it yet. Because basically, it's just part of the reel. That's all it is. So you have this long video when they do it. So they probably each episode is probably, you know, anywhere from who knows. It's probably a lot more than what we'll ever see. And they got to cut that down into the video, and then they got to cut that video down into this little bitty trailer. You know, something that's a minute 30 seconds long, maybe 2 minutes, but you know, it takes a lot of work. So I think that that's what happened. That's my personal thought process, is that they just didn't get around to it because it was too many. What's that old saying? There's too many chiefs and not enough Indians type of situation.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I think that that's what happened. I think their intentions was for Star Wars or for Disney Plus Day to, you know, to have the trailer out, but they just didn't get time to get it done. Or I mean, there's so many different circumstances that can happen. They could think.
That's
My thing
absolutely fair.
is that the scissor reel and all that stuff was just a bunch of crap that I've already seen. Like, man, this is not even a surprise. I'm so disappointed now. Oh man, this sucks. I was so excited, like, oh my god, we get an Obi-Wan trailer, and then they dropped the scissor reel, and it's like, this is crap I already seen, man. This isn't new. Oh man, that sucks.
I don't know.
Oh.
I was still pretty pumped when I saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all crap
I
that I've seen, but I don't know. I'm just so excited to watch it.
I enjoyed seeing Hayden Christensen train. He looks absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited.
Now, I do have a question. Do you think one of the reasons they didn't drop it is because of Boba Fett? Because if I'm honest, if I saw the Kenobi trailer, I wouldn't really care about Boba Fett all that
Yeah,
much. I'd be
that's the
way too
point.
excited for the Kenobi. So I think part of it is they don't want to take away from the excitement of Boba Fett.
I mean, and that could be a definite possibility, especially because
Yeah.
everybody fails to realize Obi-Wan ain't coming out till next year. Boba Fett's about to come out
Yeah,
in a couple months.
exactly.
So if you do drop Obi-Wan, you know, if you do drop the trailer on that, you're gonna deter a lot of your watchers away from Boba Fett because they're gonna be like, oh, and everybody's gonna be talking about Kenobi, and it's gonna take away that sensation to get Boba Fett. But you know, and then plus, instead of dropping the trailer for Kenobi, they dropped, you know, beneath under the helmet, which gave us a lot of insights on what's going on with Boba Fett, like, you know, where he came from, what was happening,
Right.
who created him, and stuff like that, which was an excellent show. And we're gonna be showing a couple little clips of that here in a little bit. But I think you might be right, Garrison. I think that they really thought about it and they say, hey, wait a minute, this might not be the best idea. So that might definitely be the solution or the question to everybody's answer, or the answer to everybody's question.
The biggest thing with that though is if Lucasfilm put a poll out on what they wanted to see first, and you put like Kenobi, Book of Boba Fett, and Mando season 3 trailer kind of shit, we all know Kenobi would win through and through.
I don't know.
I don't know why you wouldn't even like even just a small clip in that scissor reel, just like of something minimal, like him riding his I can't remember I don't know if they're going off anything off the book or not, but
yeah, because even in the talks about what was going to be in the trailer before the teaser reel or anything ever released, the beginning, the end of brain not working,
Revenge.
Yeah, the end of Revenge. He was on the Dewback, and that's how they brought in the scissor reel. So it's him riding on the Dewback. So I think that they're going to use a lot of the aspects of the book because the book explains so much. I don't know if they're going to do a lot of the cantina scenes and the Sarlacc field and all that stuff like was in the book, but
yeah,
I think that they're going to use a lot of the book in order to tell the story, and I think that they're going to go off of the book a lot to give us the backstory and tell us what's happening and show us what's going on with Obi-Wan during the time. Because I know at some point or another, because they've showed and it's been discussed, the fact of, that the Inquisitors are going to show up, and at some point he has to fight Vader. So he has to leave the planet at some time because they're coming to find him, and he got to steer them away from Luke. That's just the Jedi way. A Jedi is not going to stay and put other people in danger if they're coming after him. They're going to leave. So I think it'll tie in real well.
I also wanted to point out, we obviously know that with it being Disney Plus Day, it's been a huge sort of kind of day for Marvel. And I think it's important to remember that while Disney owns both Star Wars and Marvel, they're not necessarily going to treat them equally at all times. So
Nope.
just because we got loads for Marvel doesn't mean we'd have gotten loads for Star Wars. I think they're juggling a lot at the moment. There's so much going on. And I think Kyle's absolutely right. I think now is not the time to be showing the Kenobi trailer if they even have one.
Right. And to be fair, I think Star Wars fans are a lot harder to please.
Yeah, we're quite greedy and quite needy.
I mean, nothing against Marvel. Marvel fans are a little bit easier to please. They don't have as high expectations.
Marvel sucks.
Hey, no.
Well, the thing
I'm a
is, Marvel
DC Comics
doesn't
fan.
have
I
to be.
agree.
Marvel doesn't have to be perfect for the fans to be happy. Star Wars, honestly, you can have it perfect, and people are still going to have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a Marvel fan. I like Marvel, but I will tell all of our listeners right now: do not waste your money on going to see the Eternals. That shit was garbage. That shit was terrible.
Spoilers.
I was very
spoilers.
disappointed.
Moving
I've
on.
heard so many bad things.
Moving
about it.
on. I wanted to talk about a few bits that we saw in the Obi-Wan sizzle reel. I know that a lot of you have seen some of this concept art before, but I think the stuff in Darth Vader's palace in his throne room was so cool. We're back on Mustafar. Hell yes.
Yes.
What do we? Sorry, go ahead.
No. After you, Garrison. Go ahead.
What do we all saw the concept art about Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fighting again. What do you guys think about it? Because from my point of view, this has got to be like one of the best fights they've ever done. If it's not as good as, at the very least, or better than the Episode 3 fight, it's gonna people are gonna be unhappy. I think this is a huge risk.
I honestly think that it's not going to be what everybody's expecting, and I think they're going to do it for a reason. Because I think when Vader and Obi-Wan actually get into this fight in the Kenobi series, I think it's going to be a real quick bam, 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 bam. Obi-Wan gets the heck out of it. Because it can't be no long, drawn out fight where Obi-Wan beats him again, because then it's just going to make the when he takes the lightsaber and just sits there, I think it's just going to take all that away and what the meaning of that is away from it. So
that's fair.
I don't think it's going to be something that's real big and extravagant. I think it's going to be a quick flurry of stuff. I think maybe with the Inquisitors, I think Obi-Wan might take down a couple of the Inquisitors and send out, but I don't think that it's going to be a real big battle scene with Vader and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I don't think we should have another Vader Kenobi scene. And I know a lot of people might disagree with that, but I like the fact that the first time that they have an actual fight since Episode 3 is that Episode 4, where he's like, "Oh, now the circle is complete. When I left the I was learning." I kind of don't want them to fight. I like that gap between 3 and 4, and I like how it kind of comes full circle. So I kind of don't want to see another big duel. I'm fine with the little flurry like Kyle talks about. But,
I think that's what, because if you think about it in a director sense, in the way that Dave and John do things, they're gonna do things that keep you. They want to keep your attention.
Yes, you saw it.
They want to keep your attention, and then they want to. But they don't want to draw you. They have to draw the story out. They have to draw. Now, if it's a story arc at the very end, it might go for a little bit, but I still don't think it's going to be too much. But I do think that it's going to be something quick. It's going to be something that is, that just catches your attention and then keeps you wanting more so they can continue on, or it can lead you on to the next part. But I can guarantee you that they're not going to fight on Tatooine. I can almost guarantee that, because it would defile the story if they fight on Tatooine. Right. It has to be when he leaves Tatooine, because at some point he has to leave Tatooine to lead the Empire away from Tatooine, get them away from Luke. I think they'll get into a little skirmish. Obi-Wan, like Nick said, he might get injured or something like
Yeah.
that. Then he goes and hides. Then he goes back. And that way, Vader, and it might even be more likely, and that's a good point, Nick, is that when that happens, Vader might have thought he already killed him. And that's why they stopped looking for him.
Ah.
Oh,
Because
I
you got to
can see
think,
that.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
That
You
makes
have to,
sense.
when you're thinking about story, plot, and line, you know, you got beginning, middle, end. You know, you have to make sure that them things fall into place. And since we're doing the middle of the middle of the middle, because that's the way George Lucas did Star Wars, you know, it puts you in a sense of this is the fact that we really have to look at how they're going to lead up to the story and how it's going to go. They're going to have to lead it up. And I think that that's a good point. And I think that, you know, Obi-Wan might get injured and Vader thinks that he killed him, but he's not really dead. And that way he can go back and hide on Tatooine and nobody even goes back to look for him. That would follow the storyline very well.
One detail I wanted to point out, one of the stills that we see of concept art is an Empire like ship, and we see 2 stormtroopers, and what we also see is we see an Inquisitor stepping out of the ship. Now, I've seen some fan theory suggest that this could possibly be Barriss.
Maybe
You know,
I don't know.
No,
you
because
can't
if
really
you watch
tell.
Rebels, though, when you watch Rebels, Barriss was shoved in that coffin in that cell and left there to die. If you remember that episode, Kyle.
I remember that episode, but that's not necessarily meaning that could be the situation, because she could have escaped at any time, or Vader could have set her free, or whatever. Another Inquisitor could have set her free. The reason that I don't want to jump to that conclusion that it's her
That's fair.
or that it's anybody else is because in the art, even in the little scene that you can see, you can't tell if that's a male or a female. So to jump to the conclusion that it's Barriss or that it's somebody else, and
Thanks,
Royal Fanbar, that's right.
Thanks.
It was.
I was trying to think of. It was one of the two because I knew Barriss.
I think Barriss escaped during the Jedi Purge when Anakin. I think she escaped at that time, and I think that she will pop up later because it's a good story arc to have her pop up another bad guy. But I don't see it. You know, there's been a lot of different talk about it, but there's just not enough information to jump to a conclusion about it. You know, to sit back and say this is what it is. We just don't have the information yet, which is fine with me because I don't really want the information. Don't tell me that everything that's going to happen before it happens, and then it's going to suck watching the show. I'm gonna be like, well, I already know that this is going to happen. That's like the worst thing you can do. That's why that's been one of George's biggest things that's always helped him out so much in Star Wars is he keeps everybody wondering what the hell's going to happen. I mean, put us on hold for like 10 years, you know, or longer, 20 years of no Star Wars because he built up anticipation, the most anticipation that anybody has ever done. He took a big risk, but it paid out. I mean, and when you look at it, I mean, he knows what he's doing, and I think Disney is still trying to follow that thing, and well, we've seen that they're following that thing. Is they're not giving us a lot of information. A lot of the information we are getting is just rumor mill stuff. You know, one person says something, that's all it takes. How many times has somebody said something on Twitter, and the next thing you know, the entire world is talking about it, and it wasn't even nowhere close to being what the hell was going to happen. So,
Right.
That's true.
You know, I think a lot of stuff that Disney leaks out, they leak out intentionally. And it might not even be the truth, just to build up the hype, build up the rumors, build up the hype, build up all that stuff. So we really have. Go ahead.
I think there's a good case to be made that the Inquisitor is someone we don't even know yet. I think it might be someone that they introduced for the first time. Just because I think, yeah. But I also think because Obi-Wan is it's more of a mainstream character. A lot of people who watch Obi-Wan and know Obi-Wan didn't necessarily watch all Rebels or didn't watch all the Clone Wars, so they don't know a lot of those background characters. So they might kind of create it fresh because Obi-Wan is such more of a mainstream character than some of those other ones. I don't know if they'll want to confuse semi fans who want to watch Kenobi but didn't necessarily watch Rebels. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And see, that's another thing. I mean, it could be because you got so many different characters that's been brought up in, the Clone Wars and Rebels. You got to think about it. The Inquisitor's job is to go, and Vader's job is to go out and destroy the Jedi. But they didn't destroy all the Jedi. Some of them Inquisitors used to be Jedi. And they were like, I want to die, so they converted. So you have to think about it. I mean, the Grand Inquisitor used to be a temple guard. So when you look at it like that and you sit back and think, we have no idea who these characters are going to be until they're revealed to us. And logically, when you start looking at things in a sense of, oh, it's this, and you get caught up in the hype, then I don't know. It just seems like I'm always disappointed because I'm like, dude, we wasn't even close. I believed that. Why did I believe that? It's just really easy to get caught up into the hype of things and into everybody keeps saying the same thing. So it starts to become believable and you're like, oh yeah, this is so cool. And then it doesn't turn out and you're disappointed. And I don't like that no more. I try my hardest not to do that anymore because I want to be excited about it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know who is who. I don't want to know that stuff. Reveal it to me when it's time to be revealed in the episode, and it'll make it. That's what the fun about Star Wars is. About not knowing and trying to guess and like, oh, it might be this person, it might be this person. But when everybody starts saying the same thing and then everybody gets on this bandwagon, then we all get, and just most of the time it's disappointing. And I don't want to do that no more. I don't like doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I'd agree.
That's
I have
fair.
high expectations, but my expectations are that I'm going to like it. It's not necessarily of what's going to happen. And I kind of like not going in, not expecting something to happen and not knowing what's going to happen. I'm excited that I think they have a lot of area to work with and not too many guesses of what's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's open. They have a lot of stuff that they can do. And so I'm excited for that. To not know what's going to happen, I guess.
It's hard to explain the feeling that we get every time something is revealed to us. Like that's one of like the greatest things about being a Star Wars fan when something new gets revealed and they catch us. I mean, come on. If you really look at the situation, the most exciting thing that has happened in Star Wars in the longest time is Luke Skywalker walked down that down that hallway and started cutting up them super troopers or whatever they're called. When he started, I mean, that was like everybody in the world. I mean, dude, I lost my breath. I screamed so loud because I was so excited because they kept it. Now, if they would have revealed that to us 2 weeks before that was going to happen, it would have diminished the whole thing, and we'd all been like, "Oh, that's great, it's Luke." It wouldn't have gave us the same feeling.
Yay!
That's the whole thing. I love the fact that they are keeping things from us for a reason, and that they're putting out false rumors and stuff like that. Because I know Disney's press does that. We all know that they do that. They put out a gang of stuff that wasn't true. They discredited people that were true. They had the insight and put them out, and then they discredit and they'll change it. They've literally went in and changed stuff that we knew was going to happen. Everybody knew it was going to happen. You could tell it was going to happen. Everybody in the world knew that this was going to happen, and then it didn't happen. We're like, what the hell? Because they had to discredit somebody that got some inside information. So that's the fun of Star Wars. That's what makes Star Wars so exciting and so entertaining. Because nobody else does that. There ain't nobody else that does that. Nobody. There's no other industry that does that within entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the time stuff comes out, they were like, oh, screw it, man. Everybody knows now, so let's just put it out. And Star Wars doesn't do that. They keep us on the edge of our feet. And that is what keeps us coming back every single day. Every day we're on there trying to find out what's going on, and we're looking and we're trying to see the next trailer, and we're disappointed we were all disappointed yesterday when the trailer didn't come out. When the ObiWan trailer didn't come out, we were all disappointed. But at the same time, we got under the helmet and we learned something. That a lot of stuff that we didn't know about, Boba Fett. So they give us something, but then they take away other things. They keep you like guessing and trying to figure out what is gonna happen. Okay, I'm shutting up. Y'all go ahead.
No, because I want to talk about this Boba Fett documentary. I will be honest, I cried quite a few times. It was very, very touching and incredibly lovely to see footage. I don't think we've ever seen before. They gave us so much in like just half an hour.
I think the interview of bringing I can't remember the kid's name that played young Boba Fett, and when they brought him in and he was talking about that first interaction with Tamara Morrison and how he's like, you call me dad, I'll call you son, and then it immediately clicked. Like the fact that Tamara Morrison was so knowledgeable about that. He's like, okay, if we're gonna make a connection like that, we got to start it from day one. It's got to be just like you are my child kind of attitude. And I was sitting there, I was like, I wouldn't be mad. I think out of anybody, I think that would be kind of cool.
Well, and that's just another point of his ability to not only act but to direct. You know, a lot of people don't know that he's directed some pretty good films. You know, they haven't been giant films that been all over, but some documentaries that he's done and stuff like that. And he knows how to come in and say, all right, this is what we're going to do. If we build this connection now, it's going to portray on the screen. And he's teaching this younger actor, these are the things that you need to do to prepare. And that comes in, you're not going to get that from most actors. Most actors don't come in and help the other actors. They're like, I got to focus on me because I'm trying to be the star. And a good actor is somebody that comes in and says, we're going to work together. I'm going to help you. You help me. We're going to make this the best scenes. And that's one of the fundamentals that George had always taught. That's why everybody that's played in Star Wars has always been so close. And you see the characters that didn't have that closeness, we don't see them no more. You take the big stars, you don't get them again. I think what Harrison Ford's probably the only one that became like, you know what I'm saying, huge, but still talks to Mark all the time. They all talk to Carrie all the time. They all talk to each other. They was like a family. And that portrayed on the screen. You could tell the way that they interacted with each other, that they had that bond.
It was authentic.
And that's what Morrison did with that kid. You know, he took him and he said, you call me dad, I call you son, and we're going to make this realistic, just like, and they talk to each other like that offset. So it became natural. And that's just good acting and that's good teaching.
Yeah, that part kind of really touched my heart. I thought it was I was like, oh.
I think one of the things that got me the most was the George Lucas interview, because it's been so long since George Lucas sat down and really talked about Star Wars and talked about the creation of Star Wars. And that it was real, like I feel captivated by the things that he was saying.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we should watch it. Y'all want to watch it?
Yeah.
We can watch it.
I'm just happy.
Time for me to cry again.
I'm just happy that like you can still see the passion in his eyes when he does talk about it. I think that's what hit me the most.
He looks at peace, and that's really special. He looks happy.
Oh, what the hell?
And settled.
I still do want to come back.
I also would like to.
No, go ahead.
I would also like to point out this is the first time George has spoken about the holiday special on camera in the context of something Star Wars in forever. And that really moved me. That was really, really special for him to consider that part of the Star Wars lore and part of what he created and what he worked towards from something that he hated and desperately tried to bury. I have a huge amount of respect for him. I really do. Still rocking the plaid shirt.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
Getting to see him and like just the whole kind of Boba Fett thing in general gave me a new appreciation for Boba Fett. I'll be honest.
Me too.
Thank you. I'm glad you're putting some respect on the Fett. Thank you.
I've never. I just said okay.
Yeah. Say it. Come on. Come
Oh, I
on.
just said it at the beginning. I didn't think when he first came out, he didn't seem like all that cool, to be honest. He only said a couple lines. He wasn't big at all. I just thought it was crazy that he became such a big character. But I mean,
Also,
it's cool how they kind of blended a lot of the things that George Lucas liked into him. You know what I mean? Like the old Western kind of cowboy and
The Clint
I just
Eastwood
thought it was cool.
aspect.
Yeah.
I loved hearing Clint Eastwood. I was like, yeah, I see more Clint Eastwood. I couldn't see Boba Fett as the John Wayne type. I see Clint Eastwood through and through.
I also particularly enjoyed getting to see inside Rancho ObiWan again.
Yes.
I
love
would
watching
sell
his
my
videos.
soul to go there. I really would. And he's such a nice man. He's so nice.
Okay, for some reason when I turn on the thing, the video's not working. I don't know why. So
Oh,
we ain't gonna be able to watch it. Sorry, everybody. I tried.
that's
It didn't work.
okay.
I don't know what's going on with my computer today. I'm having technical difficulty. For some reason, shit ain't working.
That's okay. It happens.
Yeah, but just for those of you that want to watch it, we would recommend it, right?
Highly recommend
was pretty
it.
good.
Yeah.
Highly
It
recommend.
definitely gave me someone who wasn't like I like Boba Fett, but I'm definitely not as big of a fan as like CJ is. It gave me a new appreciation for him and kind of made me more excited for the new Boba Fett show.
Absolutely.
It was 20 times better than the trailer.
Yeah.
It
Oh, I
was
agree
way
with
better
that.
than the
Yeah.
trailer for the book
I'll
of Boba
admit
Fett.
that.
It was way better than the trailer.
We've already
And
talked about this.
It was ultimately better than the trailer that we didn't get a Kenobi. So
Yeah.
I can agree with that. I'm not agreeing with the first statement. I agree with the second statement. You
But
show too much
I'm actually
influence.
really happy that because you kind of learn in the show or learn in this little Boba Fett under the mask that he was like meant to be like a special division of like stormtrooper
Yeah.
and how
Called
they went a
Super
different way.
Troopers.
Yeah, and how they went a different way and made him like a bounty hunter, and I'm glad they did that. It opened up a whole new area of Star Wars.
Sometimes budget restrictions can be exactly what's needed.
Yeah.
And also getting to see footage of the all-white Boba Fett suit as well, like the original,
Oh,
like the
man.
first
That was cool.
cast. Oh my goodness.
well, and
In
then
the
for them to
interview.
explain why that they were white, why did they made them like that?
Yes.
That got me because I was like, I didn't know that nobody knew that there was going to be 100 Boba Fetts. You know, they were supposed to be like some super stormtroopers. We almost didn't have Mandalorian. You know, if it wasn't for the change and them not being able to afford it because of the budget,
Yeah.
we would have had the Mandalorian Boba Fett's and all them would have been a bunch of stormtroopers or, whatever, the super troopers or whatever the hell they called them. I don't know why I'm stuck on the super trooper thing.
Well,
but,
because that's what he called them.
Super
No, in the
thing he does call them that. But
And I started laughing. I'm like, Super Troopers. Is one of them going to be named Farva, please?
But
I'm thinking about Ava.
Yeah,
we
same.
wouldn't have had the Mandalorian. We wouldn't have had Boba Fett. We wouldn't have the Book of Boba Fett. All because of the way things turn out. In production. We ain't got the budget for this, so we got one suit. Well, painted some colors and turned him into a bounty hunter, and then he became one of the most famous characters in Star Wars. A person that only had 6 lines of dialogue in the whole movie became one of the biggest stars in Star Wars.
Yep.
One of the biggest characters. That's how fate works. One day you're like, oh man, how am I going to get this done? And the next day it's like, oh, we're the biggest thing in the world. And that's basically what happened. Again, George Lucas has the best luck at this shit that I've ever seen.
Yep.
Shit don't work out for him, and then all of a sudden it becomes bigger than he could ever imagine.
Do we feel like we can squeeze a few rounds of the bracket in, or shall we move on to news and rumors? How's everybody feeling?
I think that we could probably squeeze a few seconds in as soon as we hear from our sponsor today.
Oh.
Oh.
Thank you for tuning into LSR.
Wrong one. Wrong one. We're our own sponsor.
Bye, guys.
Rewind.
We're our own sponsor. Where the hell is the sponsor? All the sponsor videos. Oh. Okay, here we go.
Do you want to see the galaxy? Explore new worlds? Do you want the necessary skills to achieve fulfillment in life? Join the Imperial Navy today. Join together as brother and sisters defending our glorious empire in the name of Emperor Palpatine. We need heroes, and with the necessary training, you too can be the savior of the galaxy, foiling the Rebel Alliance's plot to dismantle galactic harmony and a unified galaxy. Join the front lines, shadowing the impressive AT-AT, commanded by Imperial heroes such as General Viz. Fly in the sky or space to join the spectacular pilots the likes of Baron Van Rudor and Volt Scanners. Become an officer and join cohesive teams commanding and operating Imperial bases and capital ships, and experience the privilege of working on the iconic Imperial Star Destroyer. Join today and become a hero of the Empire.
Where do I sign up?
You know what? After I watched that, I was like, I'm gonna put this on the show. This is funny. I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, I want to join the Empire.
Yeah,
I think
same.
I would be. I want to be a bad guy. I want to go kill people and not know why I'm doing it. I don't know. They just told me to do it. I did it.
Just following orders.
So, for our listeners who may not be aware, last week we started a kind of ultimate Star Wars fighter, and 32 iconic Star Wars characters were pitted against each other, and we ended up with 16 people going through. So if everybody can remember the rules, standard gladiator arena, standard weaponry, force users can defend against etc., etc. Wonderful. Let's go.
Oh, here we go.
I've really been enjoying this. I'm just going to say that. First up, we have from the planet of Dathomir, a Psy Ventress versus. Ooh. I swear the wheel's slower today than it was yesterday. From the planet of Chile, we have Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka.
Ooh.
Ahsoka.
Yeah, probably
Ahsoka.
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 That's
Ahsoka
fair.
already beat it. Ace. I mean, Ventress. Who did we say? Ventress. Who are we on?
Yeah.
I saw
Ahsoka.
that.
Yeah,
Ventress, yeah.
Stars versus
Ventress.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka done beat her several times in the Clone Wars. She just never killed her. She got lucky. Ventress is real good about escaping.
Fair. But we all agree that Ahsoka would win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Next up, we have hailing from the planet of Glee and Slem, everybody's favourite guild warrior, Kit Fisto, versus. Everybody hold your breaths.
Ooh.
Versus from a Dathomir, the horned menace, Darth Maul.
Maul.
Ooh, that's
That's tough.
You
a
said,
hard one.
oh, Kit
We're talking
Fisto and
about
Maul?
Kit Fisto versus Maul.
I'm going
think
Maul
Kit
because
Fisto, dude.
overall power Maul is very difficult to fight.
But
think-
so is Kid Fisto, because Kid Fisto is like one of the best lightsaber duelists in the galaxy. So
Yeah, I gotta say
That's
Kit
why
Fisto.
he's on
I'd
the
have to
list.
say, I would say Kid Fisto. I don't think. I mean, Obi-Wan. There ain't no way Obi-Wan could beat Kid Fisto. You know what I'm saying in a fight.
Mm.
So, and I mean, I know it was kind of a fluke that Obi-Wan beat Maul, but the first time, but the second time, you know, he beats Maul. So I have to go with Kid Fisto.
So Kit Fisto for Kyle Garrison.
I think Kit Fisto.
Kit Fisto, CJ.
Maul.
Maul. Right, it's up to me now, isn't it? CJ,
Can I
you're
make
gonna
a
hate me.
counter? Can I make a counter argument before you make your decision?
I will happily
Go for
hear it.
Everybody keeps saying that Maul got beat pretty bad against Kenobi, right? They can say that. But he, throughout the times he has fought Kenobi, has literally just focused on Kenobi itself, not the other Jedi, not the other people, not the other things he can do. He just wanted Kenobi to suffer. It wasn't kill him immediately. It wasn't take him out. It was pain and suffering, as much as Darth Maul went through all those years. I'm pretty sure Kyle's listened to the Maul book. The man literally ripped teeth out of a Wampa's mouth and shoved his hand into his chest and ripped his heart out. You're telling me with full, and that's without using his force powers because he didn't want to be discovered. You're telling me with all of the dark side energy and all the training and the overall, Garrison, you look so enthused.
Oh, I just have a headache. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, bless.
Did I cause that?
No. I've had it. It's fine. Keep going. Keep going.
But
You're
with
good.
the overall power, with the dark side and everything he knows and everything he's been taught, you're telling me he can't do this?
He couldn't even beat blind Kanan.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm
He was
sorry.
also older.
He was
Kanan was
defeated-
blind though.
He was defeated by young ObiWan, who was like barely
Yeah.
fresh out of Padawan training.
He
Okay,
wasn't even
so-
Cockiness.
sorry.
I think okay. I think Darth Maul is the same thing. He had a lot of potential. He was cool, but I think he's just a tad overrated.
I'll
And
be honest.
hold on, I'm not done. I was talking to CJ, not you, Charlie.
I feel
'cause
so
CJ
attacked.
looks ticked that I said that. But I think because Maul was just such a cool looking character and he had the double bladed lightsaber, and because so many people liked him immediately, that's why they brought him back for Clone Wars. You know what I mean? But it was more
And
for
Rebels.
popularity rather than I think
Even though he had
that
the
they
most
it planned.
intriguing story arc,
It's just
other than
but
Ahsoka.
we're talking all about skills. You know, overall skills against Kid Fisto, which was a dueling master. You know, this dude was dope with the lightsaber. He was good with the Force.
Thank you,
And
Nick.
I
That's
just
the
don't
point I
think
forgot.
I just don't think that he had the ability to. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, Maul is dope. Don't get me wrong. I would never but I just don't think he could beat Kid Fisto. I just don't think he has the overall ability to beat Kid Fisto. Because this is what also I look at. He's going to use anger and he's going to fight recklessly because he's going to use anger. That's what Sith do. You take somebody that's fighting out of anger and you take somebody that's fighting with a clear mind and a clear conscience, the person with a clear mind and clear conscience will win 80% of the time. Because they're thinking about the things that they're going to do. They're tactically looking at the response to what this other person is doing. The person with anger is going to fight recklessly. That's been the downfall of the Sith since the beginning of the time is they fought recklessly and they just went off their anger and power and everything else and selfishness. And that's why they kept getting beaten by a foe that was weaker than them. Because the Jedi were much weaker than them in force abilities than the Sith were. The Sith were way stronger in force abilities, powers, everything. But they kept losing because they fought out of anger. And somebody that does martial arts and has been in martial arts for years, the person with the clear head will win 80-90% of the time. And I think that's another reason that I think Kid Fisto would beat Darth Maul. That's the reason Obi-Wan could keep beating Darth Maul. That's the reason blind ass Kanan beat Darth Maul, because they fought with clarity of mind while this dude's just being angry.
And I think, like, even though most of like Sidious, right, he used anger, right, because he's a Sith, but he was able to keep a clear head with that anger. Darth Maul is kind of more of a rage, crazy kind of anger. So he's definitely not thinking as clearly.
Literally, the reason he came back from the dead, the power of rage. Blind rage.
Yeah.
Again,
so, like,
this is the thing. I'm so sorry. I would have been swayed also by Nick's point about Maul being a Terras Kasai expert, which would reduce some of Kit Fisto's powers. But man, I'm gonna have to go with Kit Fisto. I'm so sorry, CJ.
Now I will give Maul this, because a lot of people don't realize this. Before Maul was ever introduced into the movies, if you go back and you really find out about Maul killed a lot of Jedi before he was ever introduced. That was part of his training. Sidious was sending him out to go kill Jedi. So there was a lot of Jedis that was getting killed by Maul before, you know what I'm saying, he ever got introduced into the movie.
Right.
So I got to give it to Maul on that. I just don't think that he has the ability to beat Kid Fisto. Kid Fisto is too talented in the blade and too strong in the Force. I mean, Well, I don't know. That's kind of hard too because Sidious didn't even try and he killed Kid Fisto. Or he just jumped across the thing and just Kid Fisto was dead. So
Because it's Sidious. That force scream that he used.
They gave him all the power. They were so scared by it. Like, oh shit. Oh, no, I'm dead. But yeah, so that's a hard one, but I still have to. If it was just a one-on-one
Yeah.
battle and it was the two of them, I'd have to go with Kid Fisto.
I think we have time for one more. Next, we have from the planet of Aptaros, Darth Bane
Oh, jeez.
versus
Oh, here we go.
spin faster from oh no
Oh, no.
from the planet of Doralia, the never matched Darth Revan.
Oh, shoot,
shit.
Revan. I think
Um,
Revan.
I'm sorry, the wheel says Revan versus Bane.
God, this is
It's
difficult.
the will of the Force. It's the will of the Force. The wheel is the will of the Force. I think Revan. Okay, Revan had mastered both sides.
Okay.
He took on like the Emperor, who was like arguably one of the greatest Sith of all time, and he seemed to be holding his own pretty well. Plus, like, I just think Revan. I think Revan is more versatile. He knows both sides of the Force. He's one of the best ever. Now, Bane is an excellent swordsman. And I guess it also depends on whether Bane has his armor or not. But
If we're going,
I
that's
think
another thing. That's what I was about to ask. If we're going at the height of their power, but I don't know because you got to think about it like this. Bane's force ability, what he's strongest at, is with his lightning attacks because he can draw lightning from different directions. It don't have to come out of his hand. But you got to think about it in the Revan book when Darth Nyrus shot the lightning at her. He caught her full lightning blast
like
in
it was
his
nothing.
hand, like it wasn't
Yeah.
nothing, and shot it back at her. So his Orbilis armor would not help him because that's the weakness of the
Right.
Orbilis.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go. I think I would have to go with Revan. I think
Let's
really,
go.
I think
Fair.
Revan could. I think Revan could beat Bane. I don't think there's too many people that could beat Revan in
Yeah.
the Star Wars
And I mean,
universe.
I kind of also. I mean, I'm glad Kyle agrees with me on this one because Kyle knows a lot about these two.
Well,
I trust his
logically,
expertise.
I'm looking at it logically, and I know that Bane's what pretty much almost killed Bane was that the Orbilis armor cannot contain force lightning. So Bane shoots out lightning from all directions. But if now we got to look at it in a realistic manner, can Revan catch it coming from all different directions, from above, from behind him, just everywhere? Can he catch it? If he can catch it and channel it into Bane, Bane has no chance. Now, if it's just coming from so many directions that Revan can't do anything, Revan's toast. Because Bane takes out a lot of people with his force lightning. But most of the people, if you really look at the book wise, most of the people that he takes down using force lightning and stuff like that, they're not that good anyway. They're not nowhere close to being Revan. So, I mean, it weighs both ways. But if I was sitting there and I had to put money on one side or another, I would go with Revan.
CJ?
This is difficult, honestly. I haven't really read a lot about Revan. I just know from what we've talked about and what I've seen and a few of the references we get in some of the shows. With Bane, obviously, how I got into this podcast and everything was Kyle talking and, talking about the book and listening to the books. So I know, obviously, a lot more about Bane than Revan. Honestly, I think Kyle has a point with the whole lightning catching. If Revan can catch it and deflect it back into Bane, Bane's screwed through and through. But I feel with Bane, he's going to catch that the first time he gets hit with his own lightning. I feel like his tactical mindset from being in the military and everything else, he's going to pick that up. And he's going to realize, okay, this is not working. I'm going to have to try it in a different way. And Bane is that smart. He's a very intelligent Sith. He's not just going to Darth Maul it and just try until you die. He's going to try it, not like it, try it in a different form, or try something else. And I believe I'm going to have to give it to Bane for that reason itself. Just because he's got a tactical mindset.
And then technically, and this is another thing, if you really think about it, it was because of Revan's teachings that Bane came up with the Rule of Two. That Revan's the one that said that the power is strongest in one. When there's many are drawing upon the power. It came from Revan's holocron. So I don't know if Revan popped up in front of Bane and they were going to fight. I think Bane would be very intimidated to start off the battle against Revan. I think he would already have a leg down because he would be kind of fearful, like, oh shit, this is Revan. Like the whole basics of my belief system comes off of Revan. At the same time, Bane is very strong, but I have to go back to the point of the fact of that if Bane gets struck with force lightning, which Revan can use. A lot of people fail to realize that Revan can shoot out force lightning, even though he's a Jedi still. He still draws from the dark side, and he can still use force lightning. And at Revan, at the height of his power, that he would win against Bane. I don't think that Bane could. I think the Orbalisk armor, it might give him shielding, but it slows him down. He can't take force lightning. Revan is very agile. He's very good with his blade. And he has the ability. He's probably the first great Jedi that there ever was, because he's the only Jedi that can draw from both sides and looks at, has been a Sith and been a Jedi. Right. And kind of just settled in the middle. So I think his overall force ability and his swordsman ability is way stronger than where Bane was at.
Having listened to everybody's arguments and with what I know about these characters, I would originally have gone with Bane, but Kyle has made some excellent points, and I think I'm going to have to go with Revan, which means Bane, a goodbye. And Revan moves onward.
Which is very sad because I love Bane. I hate to see Bane leave.
I'm so sorry.
I know it was going to end up being like this. I said it last week. I said, watch, they're going to put Bane versus Revan. Watch.
The wheel has spoken. I do not control the wheel. So, I'm guessing it is time to move on to...
Me!
Me! Go.
Shop Disney just dropped something that we might want.
Hello?
Temple Guard lightsaber.
What?
Yep.
Kyle, you better put that up on screen right now.
It's not focusing. Focus.
I'm looking for it. Hold up.
Oh my god, I need it. No,
Hold
I
on.
need it because
And
I want to.
Look at the case.
I wanted to cosplay one of the High Republic.
Hey, did you really pull it up on your phone?
How much? How much?
That's where I saved that. $375.
What is it on? What did you? What?
Instagram. Be on Hasbro's Instagram.
So I follow a guy. His name's Yakface, and he gets a lot of. So he's an entertainment website, yakface.com, serving Star Wars collectors worldwide. So he gets information from like Hasbro, Shop Disney, anything Star Wars related. He has gotten like the news on it. Like most of my Christmas toys stuff that I found last week because of him. He literally gets first exclusive to show them off after they've already been talked about.
I don't see it nowhere on Hasbro.
Never mind.
That is not.
We have had quite a lot from Bring Home the Bounty this week.
Oh.
Are you not done? I'm so sorry.
You go with Bring Home the Bounty because I might have some things that are your like. I was just gonna pull
That's
up the Build-A-Bear things and.
Oh no, go ahead. I don't have that.
Okay, and there's some skateboards that dropped.
I know. I want one.
Okay,
I don't
cool,
even
you saw them.
skateboard.
Yeah, you saw them. Okay, cool. So, Shop Disney has dropped a new Grogu with a Christmas outfit. Not Shop Disney, Build-A-Bear. Sorry. A new Mando with the silver armor.
Oh.
And the one we're all most excited about, because I talked about this earlier before you hopped on here, the Fuzzy Bantha.
I need it.
Jesus.
A fuzzy band. Okay.
She was really into that one.
Look, you don't understand. I got a cuddly babu frick for my birthday, and I haven't stopped hugging it since the 10th of November. If it's cuddly and it's Star Wars, I want it.
Duly noted. Duly noted. Also, Charlie, I saw you share this. The bag that you got for your birthday
Yeah.
is gorgeous.
I will. Hang on a sec. I can reach if I.
It was pretty cool looking.
I saw that. I was wondering why I saw this bag. I'm like, whose account is this? And I looked at it. I'm like, oh, hey, that's Charlie's account.
This is the Loungefly Rise of Skywalker shoulder bag, and it is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. My wonderful girlfriend got it for me for my birthday, and it's gorgeous. I can't wait to take it to cons because I can fit so much food inside it.
They're gonna search you now.
They are gonna search me.
You just told on yourself. Dry snitching.
Funko Pop dropped their, you know how the mini keychains of certain characters? Yeah. They dropped Boba Fett and Fennec Shand.
They did.
The Bounty Collection or whatever, the little Grogus. I have a bunch of them right here.
Yeah, they've released a new set. I think it's like the Series 4. It's like the 4th set. They're cute.
They dropped a Christmas collection?
Yes, it's actually precious.
It looks adorable. I see the one with hot cocoa, and I'm like, yep, you're cute. I want one. And the last thing I have here, because I want to pull up your bag, because the bag, I love Loungefly's products, and that bag just looked amazing.
I adore
Loungefly. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen that bag. I've only seen the backpacks. So I haven't really looked at the bag. So I saw that bag, and I immediately saved your post. I'm like, I got to pull this up.
Bless you.
That bag is amazing.
It's modeled off the one she wears in Rise of Skywalker when she's on like Pisana. And I love it. Yeah. Speaking of I'm so sorry, CJ. I have to talk about this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lego have released a deluxe AT-AT. It's 25 inches tall, over 6,000 pieces, and it comes in at about $1,000, give or take conversion.
Fat, bro.
25 inches tall. It also comes with like 8 stormtroopers, 2 like senior officers, a bunch of ship worker. It's amazing.
Are you spending that much money on Legos though? That's crazy.
Well, I would only spend that on like the Millennium Falcon. Like I want the kind of OG Lego set, but I know it will be added to people's collections. There's also been there's a plush Grogu, which it's like, you know, those toys that you flip around and it's something on one side and something on the other. One side is Grogu and the other side is him hidden in his little hover pram. Super cute for the kids at Christmas.
They should have done it different. They should have done it. One side's Grogu, you flip it around, and the other side's Mando. That's how they
that would have been cute, like his helmet. There is more Rock Love jewelry. They are just absolutely smashing it at the moment. A set of 50th anniversary Rebel and Empire medallions, which are stunning, absolutely beautiful.
Pricey, but stunning.
Oh, really pricey. Really pricey. We've also got another thing for kids this Christmas, a galactic snacking Grogu, which is an animatronic Grogu that you can feed like those baby dolls. Another one of those toys whose batteries you want to remove after about 2 hours, yeah?
Yep.
Do you feed him Yeah, are you supposed to feed him like the eggs or like?
No,
what
it
do
comes
you
with
feed him?
like the little blue macaron, and you can put it in its mouth,
Oh,
and it goes
okay.
munch, 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 munch. I
Interesting.
yeah, if you're into that kind of thing. There has been, moving on from the huge amounts of merch that we've got this week, there has been some really exciting game stuff coming up. I know Garrison had possibly
Oh,
some
I
video
just
game
saw
stuff.
it's just a rumor about a
Yeah,
possible High Republic era game.
that's what I was going to talk about. That was the
Yeah,
first thing on my list from Quantic Dream, reportedly called Star Wars Eclipse, surrounding sort of like the High Republic.
There's
yeah.
a lot.
I'm not sure.
There's a lot of rumors going around about High Republic stuff, movies, merch, all kind of
There's a
stuff.
lot
Yeah,
of rumors
there's
in
just a lot of
general
rumors.
about. Yeah, but kind of what Kyle last time we talked about video games, what Kyle said about games, how I just want a game that's real. There are
Yeah.
so many rumors of Star Wars
Uh,
games that I don't even bother getting my hopes up anymore until it's like confirmed and that like it's closer to the release date, you know?
Well, this is the thing. I was reading an article. What was it? Tuesday or Wednesday of last week. I was reading an article that there's been like 2 games that's been confirmed to come out that still ain't out.
Yep.
Like they were confirmed by Disney Gaming they were coming out and they didn't ever come out. They still ain't out. Like they recanted. So it's like confirmation. Like when the game actually drops, then I'll believe it. When they drop the game and I can go to the store that day and go buy it, then I'll believe it. But until then,
Like you gonna go buy it though?
I
Come
know,
on.
but just the idea that I could go buy it if I wanted to because it's real. Because right now it's just a bunch. Everything is rumors. Every game thing is a rumor because you don't know it's official, but then it never comes out. So it's like, dude, y'all just blowing smoke up our asses.
Kyle's going to eat me alive because my next point is actually regarding more video game rumors. Development for Battlefield 2042 has wound down now. And DICE, the game company behind Battlefield, are reportedly beginning to work on Battlefront 3. It has been 4 years since the last time we got any sort of Battlefront game. However, off the back of this point, whilst we're waiting for a game that's probably not even going to be here during like PS5 time, a fan sent this into our Instagram. Shout out to Jeffrey Moriarty. The modding community has come together to overhaul Battlefront 2 and do a full conversion mod, which makes it into Battlefront 3. And it includes assets from a cancelled Battlefront 3 game.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's like a complete game overhaul. It includes levels for Coruscant, Dantooine. Honestly, I had a little look through some of the bits and pieces and it looks absolutely fantastic if people are into their PC and their modding. Also, there's a mod that's been released that turns all of the Battlefront characters into their Lego counterparts.
That's
And it's
my God.
hilarious. Like full size, like people size, but Lego.
I love
funny.
Lego Star Wars. Lego Star Wars makes me happy.
too.
Okay, the only news that I have for today, Garrison, did you have anything?
Oh no, we're good. Me and Charlie kind of had the same stuff. So
Okay, the only news I got is one, congratulations to Charlie on 2,000 Instagram followers.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
He
you.
got up to 2,000. That's a great thing. The other one is I got some new merchandise. I got some Mandalorian. I got a Mandalorian beanie.
Hell yeah!
cool, dope.
Nice.
I was gonna say
And-
something.
And I got some Star Wars pants.
What?
Nice.
Yes.
Pants, huh?
Yeah, your legs out.
I got Star Wars pants. That's all the news I had. I didn't have shit for today.
I had one more thing. I didn't get to pull up the skateboards that were dropped by Element Skateboarding. Element Skateboards dropped 5 skateboards. You have
They
Yoda,
are gorgeous.
Boba Fett,
Mm.
R2, and 3PO.
That's my
I don't know
fave.
why you put a stormtrooper. You're gonna be missing those tricks if you keep riding that damn thing. And Darth Vader. They look great. I don't understand Yoda's coloring very much on the skateboard.
I have recently started playing Tony Hawk, and it has unlocked a love of skateboarding
Which
that I never
one?
knew existed.
Which
But
one?
one, 2, like the remastered.
Oh.
And I can't skate. I'm never going to be able to skate, but I want a skateboard.
That was
And
the
I
last
want-
video game I played on PS2 was Tony Hawk. That's how long it's
Dude,
been.
I think one of my favorite games is like the Nintendo 64 Tony Hawk, like Boom Boom Hawk Jam or something. That game was so fun. Oh my gosh.
Did y'all see where Mark Hamill called out Aaron Rodgers for wearing
No.
Star
Yeah.
Wars stuff?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I
What
was like-
happened?
So basically, Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID and he got suspended because he refused to take the vaccine. So he got suspended from the NFL. Well, on a talk show where he's talking about it, he was wearing a Star Wars shirt. And Mark Hamill called him out and said, "Don't be wearing that. You can't be wearing that on the talk show because
That's
you
fair.
know what I'm saying. You're anti-vaccine and you're wearing Star Wars shirts, so you can't
Luke
do that."
Skywalker says get vaccinated.
Which I just
But-
thought it was funny.
Luke
That
Skywalker
is
also died like
wild.
a punk bitch in those movies. So
Hey.
I don't know if I can listen to him.
I have a couple more bits of news. I know this isn't necessarily the most exciting and we're not, that bothered, but Rogue Squadron has been delayed past its 2023 release date due to director Patty Jenkins being tied up with other projects, including Wonder Woman 3.
Good. All I was gonna say is good.
And I wonder if it's going to linger in production hell and eventually sort of just quietly get cancelled and moved along. I don't know.
I would much rather see the Acolytes. I want to see the
Yeah.
Acolytes show. I don't want. I mean, like,
Yeah.
okay, it's Star Wars. I'm happy to see anything that has to do with Star Wars, but I just wasn't super excited about Rogue Squadron. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, it just kind of seemed like the Star Wars movie that no one was really like asking for. Like we're all happy about it. But, like,
Yeah.
no one. I didn't see many people asking for it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a small fan base that was real into the book. I mean, I'm not gonna say small. It's pretty probably a lot, but it just didn't like they didn't the Rogue Squadron books or the Alpha Squadron and all them different books that they had. They just wasn't very appealing to me. They weren't that good to me. But that's just my opinion, and
Fair.
it doesn't mean anything. But I just don't think that the fan base was really there to really push this. I think it was enough that they said we should make this movie, but then after they started making a movie, like nobody even cares about this movie, so why are we still making it type thing? And then it went into something else and into something else, and then it got pushed back and pushed back, pushed back. And it might happen and it might not, but I mean, if it comes out, I'll definitely see it. It's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I watched Solo 15. No, I joke.
Man, see, I knew you were gonna say that shit too. I was sitting there, I'm like, he's gonna pull up Solo, watch this shit. I was
Actually,
like,
I watched Solo on Thursday night. I watched it again. Solo's good. I like Solo.
thank you.
I just think
appreciate
they
It's
should have got
entertaining.
better.
Yeah.
But it's not my first choice of movies. Like if I put on a Star Wars movie, I'm not gonna pick Solo. It just happened to come on, and I was just on
No,
their channel, so
my
I
first,
continuously
like-
watched it.
my first pick, my first immediate pick, if I'm gonna watch something Star Wars, is Empire Strikes Back. It's always been that. But
I always
honest-
go for Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge.
I
Phantom
was
Revenge.
gonna say my
Menace.
close second is Revenge of the Sith, and then my third is Phantom Menace. Like
Yes.
the woman and I the other day, we were sitting there hanging out in the living room. I'm like, I want to go watch Star Wars, and I ran into the room and I like.
That was very sexist. The woman
Yeah,
and I.
darling. Don't call her the woman. Call her your
I-
partner or your other half. The woman is a bit. It's 2021,
I'm
darling.
getting
Yeah,
attacked.
you're not getting attacked. Just be.
You
a
really
decent
gonna get
human
attacked when
being.
she hears this?
Maybe,
Oh.
hey,
Oh, I
hey,
know, I
maybe
know,
she
she's at
likes
work.
being called that. Maybe she likes being called that.
Well, I can't call her my old lady. She don't like
never
that
know.
either.
That's even worse.
I don't know.
I
I'd love to be
What
called
the
the
heck are you
man.
doing?
So
I grew up in a biker community. That was something that was said all the time around me. So, okay.
And
But
I am
ran into
nested
the
a bit.
room. I ran into the room and I was like, I want to watch Star Wars. And the first thing she's like, can we watch Phantom Menace? And I'm like,
Queen,
oh,
queen,
why?
queen.
And she's like,
Hey, Phantom Menace was good.
do you guys want to know why?
Brilliant film.
Jar Jar Binks is one of her favorite characters other than
Yes!
Darth Maul.
Oh
Thank
God,
you.
what the hell?
Yes.
Thank you!
Oh,
Thank you!
God.
Thank you!
I
I
don't
make
know.
jokes all the time. I'm
I
like,
don't know.
I
If my
pop
wife
up
picked Jar Jar Binks out of all the characters, I might be reconsidering our marriage.
A red
Yeah.
flag in a relationship. She likes Jar Jar.
He's so annoying.
She was sitting there talking about him. I'm like, yeah, you like the guy who has literally killed everybody.
Hey, but look on the bright side. Look on the bright side. She'll never get annoyed of you. If she likes Jar Jar, you can never be annoying.
True.
That's true.
fair.
That's very true.
That's a very valid point.
That's very true.
I only have a couple more bits and pieces. We have a time frame that's been confirmed for the premiere of Andor. Seems to be that we'll be closing out 2022 with the Andor series being released.
Okay.
I know that was a bit up in the air for a little while. And also, this is especially important because our one and only host Garrison is taking a visit to Galaxy's Edge. Life Day celebrations have been added to both Galaxy's Edge locations, which includes a huge selection of new menu items across the park. We've got festive Wookiees, we've got costumes, we've got presents, Life Day tree, music, firework displays, everything you need for your festive Star Wars celebrations. So if you've got a chance, go down and enjoy it. Starts from November the 12th and continues all the way into December.
And we're trying
If
to
you
get
see
Garrison.
me, say hi.
And we're trying to get Garrison to live stream it, on his phone and walk
Yeah.
around with a GoPro or something and live stream on the thing.
Like I said in our group chat, just record your first initial walk-in. I want to see your reaction to seeing the Falcon and everything around you. Your lightsaber,
I've
because
been
I know
before.
you. All right. Whatever.
Been before.
Whatever.
Oh my god.
Whatever. Have you built the lightsaber?
Yes.
I'm done with you. You don't even get to go.
I'm building another one though, so
No.
Yeah.
Video it, and then
I will.
we can
I'm definitely gonna video that. If not live stream, at least a recording that we can put up.
Yeah, we gonna put up some stuff. You might have to go to our Patreon and get it put to check it out, but we putting it up. We doing some stuff. We gonna do it. Garrison is our frontline man.
Let's go.
Speaking of doing stuff, if that is all for news and rumors, I think it might be time.
Oh God.
I think it's time. Since I thought we were going to be having an Obi-Wan trailer to watch, the majority of these costumes are ObiWan Kenobi themed. Everyone in the chat, please remember that you are welcome to join in if you know the answer.
No
Let's
Googling.
go. No Googling. Question number 1. How old was Obi-Wan Kenobi when he was struck down by Vader? CJ?
55.
No.
72.
No. Garrison?
67.
No. I will give the point to CJ because he was actually closest. Obi-Wan Kenobi was 52 years old when he was struck
Yeah, he
down
was
by
in his
Vader.
50s. That's what
52.
Yeah.
He was in his 50s. That's
Wow.
all I thought. I was like,
He's just,
pretty sure.
traumatized.
He old as hell for
old.
being 50. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
old.
looks old.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
I'm almost
also
50
Clone
and
Wars
I
age you a
don't
lot.
look that bad. I'm 40. I'm about to be 44 next weekend, and
I don't
look
know.
that
When you see some of the
52.
shit that he's seen, that must age you, I guess.
Yeah.
Turn you gray real fast when you gotta
Uh,
watch the whole universe go just downhill, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
yeah, bro. Holy crap.
Question number 2. Obi-Wan Kenobi's home planet is Stew-Jon, but why is it named this way?
Do John?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's where
I
they.
knew the
Wait,
name.
say it
but I
again.
don't know why.
Stew John?
Yeah, Stewjon. Stew-Jon.
That sounds
'cause it-
stupid.
Does anybody
Yeah.
know
I'm just kidding.
the weird little bit of trivia for the reason his home planet is called Stew-Jon?
Because they took all the Johns in the galaxy and they put them in one place, and then they took all the Karens
John
put 'em in a-
Stewart.
and then they mixed them all together, and they say have babies, and then they named the whole planet that. That's what I'm
Garrison,
guessing.
you are correct.
Oh, no. I just read what Rural
Yeah,
Farm Boy said.
Rural Fanboy is
Yeah.
correct. In fact, during an interview at Star Wars Celebration with comedian Jon Stewart, Lucas jokingly remarked upon questioning that Kenobi's home planet was Stew-Jon.
Wow.
And then a little while later, it was confirmed in a book. Somebody wrote another character who was also from the planet Stew-Jon, which cemented it into Star Wars canon. Thanks,
Like-
George.
You know what? For one of the questions that has kind of been boggling my brain is why do we know where all the Jedi's is from if they took them when they were babies? and took them to Coruscant to train them, and they're supposed to forget all about their past. Why the hell did they keep track of what planet they were from?
I'm guessing the Jedi records for posterity, maybe like a way of calculating where the most Force-sensitive children are in the galaxy.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's good.
That was a great answer for that.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
a great
That was
answer.
actually
Holy
yeah,
shit,
statistical
Charlie, that was awesome!
analysis.
That was
Statistical
so-
analysis.
That was
Yeah,
such a
statistical
valid
analysis.
ass answer.
Oh my
Thank you,
God.
Charlie.
Oh my god, thanks. Thank you, me. Question number 3. On which planet did young Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn first form a connection? CJ?
Oh,
Oh, damn it! Oh
Ah!
no, I knew it. It was right freaking there because they literally they were protecting this princess, and there was another Jedi on the planet. Ah, I read this. It was the Master and Apprentice.
While people are thinking, hi Sydney, thanks for joining us.
Oh, how dare I?
Oh,
I
Slow
can't
me
remember
down,
this. I'm
Forrest.
like CJ. I've listened to the book. I just can't remember what the name of the planet is.
do you want a little clue? A little cheeky little clue?
Oh.
Begins with B.
No.
I have no idea.
Damn it, because the thing he writes in Revenge of the Sith are from that planet. When he's going after... just say it.
No,
'cause
I'm
not
going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. It's Bandamere.
Vandermeer, ain't that a speedway in Colorado? Vandermeer Speedway.
Question number 4. I really like this question. How many wives did Ki-Adi-Mundi have?
He had what?
Sociopath.
How many wives? Plural.
27.
CJ?
I was gonna go 8.
Garrison, you're also incorrect. So are you, CJ. Kyle, any guesses for our polygamous
Four, I
Jedi?
think.
Up or down?
I think
He's
it
not
was
as
4.
high as Brigham Young.
I'm gonna give the point to Kyle. Ki-Adi-Mundi has 5 wives.
I know.
Wow.
I know it wasn't that many, but because that's a what was it? I was reading something, and that's where they said that one of the reasons that he could never become the Grand Master Grand Master because he had wives.
I'm happy
Or
with the
something.
one I got.
Yeah.
Man, you know how hard it was. Have you ever watched that TV show with My 5 Wives or whatever it is? It's like, dude, it's so hard to keep up with one person. How you gonna keep up with 5 women, man? Like one woman drive you crazy.
Hey,
Like,
I have to
it's
stand
hard.
here as somebody with 2 partners and say that polyamory is absolutely brilliant. Love
yeah,
it.
it's
10 out of
nice,
10.
but like you got to deal with different
okay,
personalities.
Yeah, that's polyamory. That's different than polygamy, I feel like, because all
That's
those wives
true.
don't get other partners. They all have to
Oh,
share.
no,
you.
that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
No.
Moving on to
I don't know if it
question-
works for you. If it works for you,
That's fair.
go Ki-Adi-Mundi. You do
Yeah,
you,
go
bud.
Ki-Adi-Mundi.
fucking
You enjoy
sociopath.
your 5
Can't
wives.
stand him.
Question number 5. What is the last spoken line in Return of the Jedi? Garrison?
Oh, Return of the Jedi. Never mind. I got confused on the movie. Hold on. Dang, I don't know. I don't know.
Smart ass so bad right now.
We are talking episode.
the
end of
last
episode
spoken
6.
line of Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
Um.
I want to be a smart ass so bad right now.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up.
I hear
know it.
clicking. Stop Googling.
Oh,
I'm not Googling.
Garrison?
I'm bringing up the line.
CJ?
Ray is not a
He's-
Skywalker.
No.
No, that's not a
Garrison.
he's my brother.
Yes.
I was gonna put in the
Wow.
part.
Yes.
I was gonna no. Hold
Yes.
on. I'm about to share something. Wait, let me get it. Yeah, we have to listen to this. This is the greatest thing ever. Hold up. I gotta get it.
No,
Hold up.
If it is what I think it's gonna be,
This is the last line. And where is it at? Where did I put it at? Oh, I don't know what I did with it. Oh. You broke my fucking neck. You're a murderer.
No. Garrison is correct. The last spoken line in Return of the Jedi is when Leia turns to Han and says, "Oh, no, it's not like that at all. He's my brother." And Han goes,
You guys kissed.
yeah.
I wonder if that was like an argument that they had in the future.
Like you kissed him, though. That's like this.
That was it. That was the last spoken line, and I think that's quite funny.
Oh, Jesus.
Question number 6. According to Qui-Gon's Force Ghost, who are the 4 people Obi-Wan truly loved?
Satine.
Garrison put his hand up.
What? Go ahead.
No, Satine, Qui-Gon, Anakin, Luke.
No.
Oh,
CJ?
Wait, the 4. Okay, so I was gonna say Satine,
Mm-hmm.
Qui-Gon,
Mm-hmm.
Anakin,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe Yoda.
No. Kyle?
who's the last one?
Yeah.
The 4 people he loved.
Yeah. The first 3 are correct. Anakin, Satine, and Qui-Gon. Who's the last one?
Himself. Yeah.
If
Hello there.
you ain't gonna love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else?
Real shit.
I'm not sure because everybody said the same thing that I said, so that I was thinking.
According to Qui-Gon's Force Ghost, the 4 people Obi-Wan truly loved were Anakin, Satine, Qui-Gon, and Padme.
He loved Padme.
Oh,
Oh, so that's why he cut off Anakin's leg and arm.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't nothing about that. He was like, "Oh no, man, you knocked her up, man. You took her from me. I got something for you."
Aw, rural farm boy, that's cute.
Thanks.
I
Aww.
wish he loved
Me
me.
too.
If
I
Ewan
wish you loved
McGregor
me as
came out
well.
and said that, I'd probably bawl. Not
Me
gonna
too.
lie.
Question
ringtone.
number 7. How much did Obi-Wan Kenobi pay Han Solo for passage on the Millennium Falcon?
Oh shit.
Kyle?
Wow.
20,000 galactic credits.
Nope.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
No, it isn't.
I
It's
know
supposed to
that
be.
there's half on, half then, and then half on delivery. The other half.
I thought
on
it was
delivery,
1,000?
but-
No.
500.
Wait, what did you say, Garrison?
1,000?
No.
I could have swore it was
2,000?
20,000.
The answer is 2,000 credits up front and 15,000 when they got to Alderaan, which is a
17,000.
total of 17,000.
Right.
See, you all know it when you hear it.
Stupid.
I was closest. I had 20,000 because I thought it was 10
Yeah, you
now
were
and
close.
Yeah,
10.
that was pretty close.
I
That's
could have
fair.
swore that that's what it was. I forgot that it was. That's what Han said originally. 20,000 credits for the thing, and
Yeah.
then Obi-Wan said, "I'll give you 2,000 now and another 17 or another 17
15,000,
or whatever it was at the thing."
Question number 8. Other than basic, what languages does Obi-Wan Kenobi speak?
He
Oh,
He's
knows
a-
other fucking
he is-
languages.
He is a true polyglot.
um,
You ever notice there's a lot of words that start with poly?
It's the Greek word for many,
Yeah,
so
like-
yes.
like Polly Pocket, like Twillick. I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one.
I'm pretty sure he could speak.
Wookiee.
Wookiee.
Yes.
oh yeah, because he
Yes.
talks to Chewbacca.
Yes,
Doesn't
that's 2.
Yeah.
That's 2.
he? How many more does he speak?
2 more. These
Isn't
ones
there
are a
a-
little
Far?
these-
How?
What? He speaks Huttese.
No.
What?
These 2 are a little obscure, so I understand if they don't get guessed. If you would like the answers, please say.
Yeah, I don't-
CJ?
I don't
No,
know.
no. I was going.
Fair
ahead.
enough. He also speaks, along with Twi'lek and Shriwook, he also speaks the Amani language and the Felucia tribal language.
Armani. I knew there was something bougie about him.
Yeah.
Seeing Obi-Wan in a Versace store. Hey man, I just want a new tunic. That's all I need.
Yeah, I was going to say those robes are definitely designer. Question number 9. Who refers to Obi-Wan Kenobi as a wizard?
As a wizard?
Garrison.
Han Solo.
No. CJ.
Oh, Tarkin.
No. Garrison.
No.
Uncle Ben?
No.
What the?
Oh,
CJ?
Luke. Luke says it.
No.
Aunt Beru.
C-3PO.
Garrison, you're so close.
Is it not her name?
No. It's not her, but you're close.
Oh,
CJ?
Owen.
Yeah, Garrison, you're right. It's
Sorry,
Uncle
did I
Owen.
steal it? I'm
Damn
sorry.
you!
Why did I say Uncle Ben? What the flip?
Yeah, I was sort of just.
Yo,
I literally went
Spider-Man.
I went the wrong uncle. So my first answer, I just said, oh, fuck, stupid. Oh
Our
my gosh.
Final question. Which droid model does C-3PO's red arm belong to?
Dang.
Because it's not a
know.
3PO unit.
I thought you were at least gonna ask. This is the last question.
Yeah.
What was the
I thought you
red?
were gonna ask about this.
What was the red? What was the red droids called?
Too many dead uncles.
Too many dead uncles.
What was the?
Oh my
Thanks,
God.
Nick.
I'm sorry, I
Good
have to
boy.
laugh that hard. I felt that. That was awesome.
Uncle Ben, Uncle Owen, they're all just dead
Oh.
uncles.
Oh Jesus.
Uncle Solo.
Right.
Rural Farm Boy. Come on. There's no way he's not Googling.
Rural Farm Boy is actually incorrect.
Yeah.
I stumped him. I have stumped
Wait,
the
he's
master.
wrong? Oh,
He
thank
is
goodness.
wrong.
Just kidding.
The droid arm of the red arm that the droid that the red arm belonged to, there we go, was model 0MR1.
I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't know
thought you
either
would at
until I
least
looked at the
ask,
picture.
like,
All right,
Obi-Wan's
this was
like
this
lightsaber
was-
form or something.
all right. All
Yeah,
right.
see, that would have been too easy because you're fucking up on that kind of thing. So you'd have been like, I
This
considered
right
it
here
too easy.
I was ready
is
for
the
it.
true last words in Star Wars.
What the hell, man? I was gonna make it!
Thanks for watching over me and keeping me safe.
Fuck you! You murdered me, you ass!
Yes.
Brilliant.
I posted
oh,
on.
man. I remember that episode.
Dude, I watched all three of them the other day.
I own them.
They're so funny, bro.
Dude, that shit is so
They have
hilarious.
no right to be that funny.
I miss that show.
They need to now after it being so long. They needed to do 1, 2, and 3. I think now it's
Agreed.
time.
Agreed.
I think now it's
Dude,
time.
that shit is.
That's fair.
I posted a couple of the clips the other day. I posted the one where on Instagram where Luke is getting his hand fixed, and the droid's like, "Yeah, practice with a hot dog first before you rip your dick off." When he got his new hand, that shit had me dying. And then one with the one with
no.
baby the one with what?
Guys,
What
I've
was
been
it?
stumped.
With
I'm
But,
so sorry.
Raggedy Ann, with Raggedy Andy, and Stewie is going through the thing and talk about the bounty hunters. He's like, "You're the guy that fought Captain Kirk, I think. You're the guy, Boba Fett. Who the hell are you? I'm Raggedy Andy. Get the fuck out of my bounty hunter meeting." That shit is hilarious.
Rural Fanboy is actually correct. I apologize. 0MR1 was an RA7 droid.
Bro, there's no way Rural Farm Boy's not Googling.
I'm gonna
You know,
say
the
I'm
more
gonna
we say
this.
that, he's going to stop joining our stream and we're going to lose a dedicated fan. We can't bully him. It's not fair.
Bullying him. He's got very good typing skills. What do you type? Like 80 words a minute?
Hey, me,
90?
me.
I
Like he
think
could type.
my favorite scene in those Family Guy ones, though, I'm gonna go back to this, is when the door opens to like the dinner scene, like we are talking about, and Peter's like, "Ha ha, Boba Fett's the chicken." I was like, "Oh, fuck yes."
We should do a watch party of those on the Patreon.
Yeah, we
And
should.
let people join in.
Shut up, Nick. Nobody's beating me. Shut up.
So as I've hinted to everybody, we do have a Patreon. It is Patreon at LightSaber Radio. If y'all want to go over there and check out some stuff, we're gonna be putting some content up. Right now, I don't think we have anything up really.
I put time and effort in, and I'm very, very proud of myself. Please go and enjoy our Patreon. It's pretty fun.
But we're gonna be adding some more stuff. We're gonna be doing some more some hidden things that are in there for you guys. So go check us out.
Bonus content, chances to vote on upcoming episode topics, chances to submit questions for the quiz, chances to be part of the show even. There's anything and everything for everybody's budget, so any support would be greatly appreciated.
It's gonna be fun.
It is going to be fun.
It's Obi fun.
Except for freaking Kirsten's already been to Galaxy's Edge. She doesn't need to go again.
I should be going. I'm joking.
I'm going in May, damn it.
Hey,
what?
I promise you go. We'll all go.
Okay.
We'll figure out a way. We're all gonna go.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Donate to GoFundMe, LightSaber Radio.
Yeah, donate to our GoFundMe. Send us.
And we will do a show from Galaxy's Edge, and it will be the craziest show that anybody has ever done.
Just think,
it would be
all of us
amazing.
meeting for the first time at Galaxy's Edge.
I will cry. I'm just going to put that out there now. I will cry. Like
You seem like an emotional person like that.
Oh,
With like
very.
it's so amazing.
She's gonna cry, then she's gonna run off, then she's gonna find Ray, then she's gonna come back and stab us with lightsabers.
Yeah,
I can see that happen.
I'm gonna steal Ray and take her home with me.
She's gonna beat us with lightsabers. She's
Yeah.
gonna build one and then beat us with it, like around the whole park. I can see it happening.
I'm just gonna
Run in and
Indiana
kick the camera
Jones it.
over.
I'm just gonna shoot you with a blaster. I'm just gonna I'm too tired for this.
I'm
You hit
sorry,
me
but
4
to fight
times.
with you guys in front of the Millennium Falcon, dream come true.
That would be so much fun. That would be.
Sith
start
versus
training.
Jedi.
A light-
That would be
a lightsaber.
awesome.
I'm
Lightsaber.
gonna
wanna
start
know.
trading.
If we go during Oogie Boogie's Spooky Bash at Halloween, you can dress up in proper costumes. Like I can go in like my full Ray costume.
I wonder if they let me into my Darth Sway costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
they
gonna be
let
like,
you
"You're
in.
not a
in,
real
like,
Star
in-
Wars
they let
character.
you
Get
in
the
in,
fuck
like,
outta here."
full-
I'd want to go as Maul. I think that'd be crazy.
That would be cool.
I think any of it would be fun.
And then Garrison can break out his George Lucas costume again, and it would be fucking hilarious.
Oh, they won't even. They won't even let him in.
They
They'll be like, oh shit, George Lucas is here. Don't let him in. Don't let him in. We own Star Wars now.
Damn it. We gave you money. Go away, damn it.
I have had a fantastic episode this week. I've had so much fun with you guys. As always, as it has nearly been 2 hours, I'm guessing it is time to say goodbye. And we will see everybody next week. Please don't forget to tune in, check out our social media, all of that good stuff. And for more hijinks and mischief from the crew here at LSR, be safe, be kind, and may the Force be with you. Always.
Oh crap! You both can't do that.
Thank you for tuning in to LSR. If you enjoyed the show, consider subscribing so you can be notified when new episodes are released. If you would like to be a guest on the show or just want to give us some feedback, feel free to email us. You can also reach out to us on all major social media platforms. They're linked in the show notes below. LightSaber Radio is produced by Pick Film Media and is a Swaycast original, starring Charlie Harwood, Garrison Turcott, CJ Elliott, and Carl McDaniel. And don't forget to join us next time for more adventures in a galaxy far, far away.